Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at some tips on how to take out Mysterio in the Uncollected. First we're going to take a look on how to evade his special one, so let's get right to it. So a special one is a three-parter, a fist, a beam, and then he vanishes and pops up. So let's slow that down. So he comes at you with a fist, you just slide back once, and then you follow his arms, and you slide back with his arms extended. And then much like Ant-Man, he comes at you, he disappears, and you slide just before he hits you. I find it a little bit longer than the Ant-Man animation, just by a fraction of a second. So let's take a look one more time. He swings at you, you slide back. He extends his arm and shoots his beam, you slide back. You wait, he vanishes. He comes up, and then you move. Make sure that you don't dash back before you see him. You have to see him before you dash back. So let's speed that up. And again. The fist, beam, vanish, pop up with the uppercut. So there you go. Now the special 2 is insanely easy to evade. I don't really even have to show it, but I will anyway. Just keep your distance, that's all you gotta do. Again, he comes at you with swings, lots of little maneuvers, and that's it. So let's talk about how to actually defeat Mysterio. At the beginning of the fight, he develops something called chemical gas. If you're poison immune, do not worry about it. If you're not, there's a couple ways to get around it. One, if you have a Spider-Verse champ, you can actually knock him down and break his helmet, which we'll see here. When you knock him down and break his helmet with a Spider-Verse champ, it delays the poison for 10 seconds. Now, if you take a look in the right-hand corner there at the very top, that purple circle, that's the poison. On the right of the purple circle is a gray circle. That is the helmet, basically slowing it down for 10 seconds. And on the left is the countdown timer for the actual poison. So another way to break the helmet is to use an armor break champ. It will do the exact same thing as the Spider-Verse champ does when it knocks him down. It will slow down the creation of the gas by 10 seconds. Now, if you don't have a Spider-Verse champ, and you don't have a poison immune champ, and you don't have an armor break champ, basically when those charges get to 3, up there, little purple circle gets to 3, and 8 seconds after it hits 3, those poison will be transferred over to you, and you will take a lot of damage. Now, if you can actually get Mysterio to bait out his specials before the 3 charges are up in the 8 seconds, he'll actually basically use those charges into special 1 and special 2, and he will not transfer over the poison damage. So we'll show an example of that on basically how Mysterio will not transfer his poison over if you can bait out his special attack. We'll just get him here to SP1. Now, as you can see right now, the purple circle is at 2 charges. He's going to use his SP1, and the charges are cleared. It's back to 1 again. So this is a good time to talk about Special 1. He just finished firing it off. After he fires it off, he goes into something called a reflection gas mode. Basically, for 4 seconds plus 1 second per chemical charge he consumed. If you remember, when he did a Special 1, he consumed 2 charges. So that's 2 seconds plus 4 seconds equals 6 seconds. When he's in this reflection mode, if you hit him, any damage that basically he takes is stored. And after the timer finishes, you will take 70% damage back from what you did, and he will regenerate 100% back. Now, I hit him a couple times just to show you what's going to happen, but in reality, after he does a special 1 and that little timer is going, you should not hit him. Basically, only hit him if he's almost dead and you want to finish up the fight. But if you do hit him and he doesn't die, then all that damage is going to come back to you and he's going to regenerate. So it's very, very dangerous. So let's stop it after the actual reflection is finished. So the reflection timer is finished. As you can see here, I took 3,714 points of damage. That was only from a couple of hits, and he regenerated 5,000 and some change. So basically you took 70% of the damage you hit him with, and he healed 100%. Now this wasn't too bad because I only hit him a couple times. You know, sometimes you forget. But imagine if you hit him with a special 2. and that was all reflected back to you with the 70%, and then he healed 100%. It makes it very difficult. So the only thing you should be doing when he's in this mode after the special one is parrying and running away, and basically try to wait out the timer. So now we'll take a look at the SP2. Once again, his chemical charges are starting to reform. He's got 2 right now. I want to bait him out really quick. I get him with the SP2. He's got 2 charges. He uses SP2, and we'll stop it right here. So much like the special 1, the special 2 also has abilities after it's completed. You go into a state called illusion gas. You'll see it up there in the purple circle. It lasts for 4 seconds as well, plus 1 second per chemical gas consumed. We actually had 2 chemical gases up when we did the evade of his special 2, so that actually equals 6 seconds. During the 6 seconds, you will lose 6% power per second. You will also have a 25% chance to miss him on any attacks, and a 100% chance to miss him if he happens to be charging a heavy attack, so keep that in mind. Now, basically, you can be kind of cheeky. You can parry him, and you can hit into him to see if you can get a couple of lucky shots. I wouldn't do any more than 2 hits. 1 would be really safe, 2 would be a little bit risky, and 3 you'd probably get hit. So keep that in mind when you're basically taking him on. The SP2 is probably a little easier to deal with and debate, so you might want to keep pushing him to SP2 whenever possible. A couple quick tips. 1, if he happens to hit you with a heavy attack, he will transfer whatever chemical poison is on him at the time. So if it's 1, 2, or 3 charges, they will be transferred over. Also, the node itself, if you're a robot and you're poison immune and he hits you with a poison attack, it's actually transferred into shock damage. It can do quite a lot of damage. So let's show the fight again with no pauses and do a quick recap. So once again, a poison immune champ is great because you don't have to worry about the chemical gas, but you can slow it down by using a Spider-Verse champ and knocking him down, which breaks his helmet and slows down the gas creation by 10 seconds. You can also slow it down by breaking the helmet by using an armor break champ. If he does get to 3 charges, after 8 seconds, he will transfer those poison charges to you, but if you can bait his special attack out beforehand, they will not be transferred over, and they'll actually be used for a special 1 or special 2. After he uses special 1, he goes into a reflection state. During that time, if you hit him, it is stored, and when the timer is finished, all the damage that you did to him, 70% is returned to you, and 100% is returned to him as regeneration. So do not hit him after a special 1 if you can all avoid it. Special 2, after a special 2, he goes into an illusion gas. You will lose 6% power every second, and you will also have a 25% chance to miss him. So there you have it, guys. A quick guide. Hope you enjoyed it. Good luck. Don't forget to subscribe, and take care, everybody.
Target identified. Analysis complete. Please subscribe.